It's a beautiful morning. I think I'll go outside for a while and just smile. Just taking some clean, fresh air.
Welcome everyone to another Krebs Coho replay cast. This time around we're going to be doing a 1v1 on the map Kurland Pocket. Obviously you guys don't know anything about this map. Kurland Pocket, what the heck is that? Well, I'll tell you guys. It's actually a new map, and I'm not saying it's going to be in the game, but I just have this feeling that there's going to be a likelihood it might be in the game in the future. Now then, I'm doing this game on request, this map as well, on request by the person who created it, and that person who created it is the Wehrmacht player, White Flash Reborn. He created this map, the Kurland Pocket. I'll be talking a little bit about that when we get the game on the road. But yeah, White Flash Reborn actually created this map along with a few other maps in the game. Now, he actually only had he's got a few maps that he's created, but only one of them has actually managed to get in the game. And that one, if you guys might be familiar with, is the 2v2 basic match map called Alsace-Moselle. I hope I'm saying that right, but that is the one. I will show you guys a wee picture on the front of your screen, Alsace-Moselle, of what that actually looks like. I'm sure you guys know it. He's also created a few other maps, such as Le Paradis, which is Paradise. That was a 3v3 map, but it's not in actual rotations. Kind of unfortunate, because it looks like another cool map as well. So then, I shouldn't actually hog the mic. We're actually accompanied by another caster today. His name goes along with Sergej, and he was part of my commentaries from Alien Swarm, but he is joining us today. Welcome, Sergej, to the show.
Yay! Hello, guys. What's up?
Ha ha ha. Sergej is a German, if that counts for anything.
Jawohl.
Jawohl. Indeed. Yeah. Okay, let's get going, Sergej. We're at 5 seconds, and starting in 3, 2, 1. Okay. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yep.
Alright, so this is Kurland Pocket. I'm gonna hog the mic for a little bit, Sergej. I'm just a hoggish sort of guy, you know. I'm going to tell you guys slightly about this map, the Kurland Pocket. The Kurland Pocket is actually part of history, and from a quick Wikipedia look, it tells us that the Kurland Pocket was actually a time when a huge amount of German divisions, I think it totaled up to some about 500,000 men, were encircled by Soviet forces from the east and southern side. Now you gotta imagine, how the heck are Soviets coming from the southern side when they hail from the north? Well, that's because they were encircled, and on the other side, so on their west and their north, they were surrounded by the Baltic Sea. So this is where the whole map Kurland Pocket comes from. It's indeed a very gloomy map. If you look at it, it feels almost like a Halloween event map that they would have released, well, for Halloween, a spooky sort of thing. Now, obviously, this map is going to be seeing a lot of changes in its due course. It's already on version 0.5 that's going to be coming up. And, well, there's a lot to expect from it. Just taking a look at the tactical map, I don't know, it looks pretty interesting. There's a few points in the middle, which are munitions points, followed by even higher munitions and fuel points on the sides. So now, I personally think with that alone, it might be more balanced towards an American game, just because Americans are more mobile force. That means they will be grabbing for they will be fighting for 2 points basically across the map, whilst the Wehrmacht are actually more centralized. They like being in one spot. They like having that MG42 getting stuff down, whilst the riflemen good at capping 1.5 times, right? So they're very good at that. And one thing I want to say is that this map sort of reminds me of Langres. Just the fact that the points, the munitions, and the fuel point, and the other small munitions point over here is sort of close to the base. Well, it is beside the base. That is sort of like Langres, except Langres has a slightly different amount of munitions there. Anyway, okay, Sergej, let's see what's going on in the field. What is Mr. White Flash going with right now?
Yeah, as you said, he built 2 pioneers, was capturing on the left and right side, built a group of Volksgrenadiers, like you say, and MG42. Yeah, now he's trying to chase the riflemans of the player XCom Reborn down with his pioneers and his Volksgrenadiers. Fair enough, it's working very great. And yeah, that's it for the moment.
Well, you know, Sergey, it's sort of funny because in German you have you say Volksgrenadiers, you have V's and W's, right? You have a W in German, right?
Uh-huh.
So do you actually say W and V as V?
Yeah, it's V.
Well, I find it sort of funny because Volksgrenadiers. Okay, so it's Volksgrenadiers. What about an Ostwind? I mean, that's a W. Isn't that just you know,
No,
just
it's
the same
Ostwind.
thing? It's a V.
Ostwind is the same.
So it's exactly the same. You say it the same. V.
Yeah.
All right. So they just the Germans from a long time ago just thought they'd throw in an extra letter and call it V.
Yeah.
All right. Well, fair
German is
enough.
not it's not a very logical language.
Well,
Our grammar is awful.
I'll tell you, Polish isn't a logical language either. For the people that don't know, I'm Polish myself. We don't even have a proper. I don't think we have a V, is it? I think we have a W, which is the V in Polish, and our W is actually an L with a diagonal line going through the center, and that is the W, which seems very, very strange. So in a lot of English countries, when a Polish person comes over and they have this sort of weird L-ish W in their name, they'll actually just change it to L, and that makes their name just sound very obscure. Okay, so we got a few engagements in the center. It looks like my riflemen are winning, Sergey.
Yeah, actually, it does look like it. Because, yeah, he's in too close combat, I think.
Well, I think so as well. The Volksgrenadiers should be always kept back. Now, that vehicle just exploded like nothing. Oh my
Yeah, I think
god!
it's because of the flamethrower.
I think that's already saying how awesome this map is if you got explosions like that. I think the only people that were missing, I think this map deserves some like Arnold Schwarzenegger character in it or something. All the exploding vehicles, just imagine that. Alright, so MG42 and the Volks in the center. Seems like the Axes have pretty good control at center actually.
Yeah, but they're losing the other ground around their base. Losing
And
pretty much everything.
That's actually a lot more important, those other points, because if you look at the tactical map, Sergey, or just anywhere, the majority of the strategic points, the resources, are actually on the sides, not the center.
Yeah, I know.
It's strange. I don't know. Maybe it's just because like the center is sort of the center. Everything funnels there, and that's where all the action is expected.
Yeah.
Yeah, well. Seems like the Wehrmacht are going to be quite content with the center. Maybe it's just because, well, I don't know. This is White Flash. This is the actual creator of the map. So I think he should know a little bit better than sticking in the center. Should be fighting on the sides.
It would be a shame if he lose on his own map.
Well, I think just for that sake, because it's his own map, he should make in some like extra, some secret tunnels and stuff like that, so only he knows about it. Do a little bit of cheating. Well, it looks like we've got bars just upgraded from XCOM. He has those bars out on a few of his riflemen. He's already down one rifleman squad because they did die when they were retreating from the MG42. XCom, kind of a funny name. Do you know what XCom is, Sergey?
Not really, no.
Well, I'll tell you what XCOM is. XCOM was a game that came out when we were just children. I know that makes us sound really young, and actually, I think it's best we don't tell the audience how old we are. But we're going into university, right?
Yeah.
Well, you are. I'm already in university, so.
Me too.
Well, no, you're just about to go in.
No, I am in.
Well, now you are.
Yeah.
So you're a youngin'. You're younger than me. That puts a scale of perspective. How old we are. But obviously we're not going to tell you guys. XCOM was a game that came out in the early 90s and is highly rated as probably one of the best games if PC history, just because it was a turn-based game. It was 2D at the time. Obviously, they didn't have great graphics, but it was turn-based and focused on basically the world taking on an alien invasion. That's pretty much where XCOM hails from, and that explains his name. So, it seems like the right-hand side is in the Americans' hands, and we have the center side being capped away. Wehrmacht, no idea what's going on.
Placing down an MG on the left flank of the Americans from my side.
Our supply lines are being
Is
threatened.
trying to No, he's placing down wire.
Placing down wire, where's that?
On the left flank.
I
I don't know why
Oh, I
he's
see it.
engaging the enemies.
The pioneers are just putting it down there.
Yeah.
Oh, hey man, it's free, so you might as well just put down as much wire as you can. We've got a motor pool. We've got a motor pool coming out from Reborn. Obviously, he had those bars out, so there's no M8 rush. But I don't know. Could the Wehrmacht have something to counter anything from the motor pool?
Yeah, he has a Kriegsbarack now. That means he could get an Pack in German, an anti-tank gun, or the Panzerschreck.
Oh, nice.
At least he has one Panzergrenadier squad now.
Well, does he have the munitions for it anyway?
No.
Well, I think he's been quite happy with going for a lot of the flamethrowers. I mean, we've seen a few pioneers of flamethrowers there. I'm not sure if we've seen any mines actually.
Mines. Have we seen mines till now?
I don't know. I haven't even looked for any mines.
We are losing a sector.
I don't know where the munitions have been spent, to be honest. Retreating rifleman squad get absolutely nailed in their backs when they were getting away from that MG42. The MG42s are so crazy, man. They rip apart anyone, even the retreating guys, surprisingly. It looks like one of your Volksgrenadiers actually landed on a miner. I think maybe it was Volksgrenadier.
You know how we call it in Germany, or how we called it in Germany, the MG42?
Test me. Go.
It's the Hitler saw.
The Hitler saw.
Yes.
Is that the literal translation?
No, but it was more like a joke, because the way you shoot at the enemy is like a saw, and because it's so fast, it's much faster in real life than
I
in
get
this
you.
game. Yeah, it's like a saw.
Yeah, I could imagine going from
It's
side
like
to side.
chopping down trees.
Yeah, just made of flesh and bone. That's
Yeah.
all. Well, there's a few videos I've watched about the MG42 on YouTube, and it is actually a terrifying gun to listen to. It was very infamous, very, very infamous indeed. Well, we got an M8 on the field. I think he's gonna do a good job, to be honest. I mean, the Wehrmacht don't even have any proper anti-tank out at the moment.
Yes, he has an anti-tank gun that is protecting the center street near the
The surprising.
its
Well,
own
the,
base.
the funny thing is, the American has been kind of avoiding the center. If you see, the American's just going right around, totally disregarding the center.
Yeah. He's circling around the anti-tank gun.
This is why I sort of think this map is a bit favored for Americans, because Americans just love to go about in the open, go about from different directions, rather than going into the MG trap in the center. That pack is the only thing that's in the way of the M8, but to be honest, the pack is miles away, Sergej.
Yeah, now it is.
It's too far away, way too far away. Well,
Panzer Elite could be a good, could have a good chance on this map versus Americans.
oh yeah, Panzerli are sort of like the German Americans, or the American version of Germans, if that makes sense. They're really mobile as well, and everything that, yeah, they're fine. Especially the Kettenkrad could cap away really fast. Yeah, I think the Panzerli will be fine. But just the way that the strategic points are put on this map, it sort of favors Americans anyway. Well, that M8 had to be chased away. Obviously taking a pack shot there.
maybe. There it is. Yes. But
Took a
it's
pack
not
shot and a
taken out.
Panzerfaust shot, yeah. Well, it's almost gone. Now, that MA armor card's being really bold. He's really damaged, but he's still going to be staying in there and taking some shots at those Volksgrenadiers from far away. I'm guessing he just thinks that the Panzerfaust can't even hit him from that distance.
Trying to take our territory.
Yeah. And maybe he's right now.
Oh yeah, well there you go. He's gone. He's gone, and the reinforcements are coming on up.
They're hitting one of our forward.
And it looks like that M8's
time.
Take our territory.
Sorry.
What's that?
Well, that was enough time for the German player to capture a lot of strategic. Not just. Oh my gosh! Sorry guys for my awful English.
Strategic point.
Yeah, the strategic points and the other points as well.
VPs.
The left-hand side.
Victory points, that would be.
I know.
Well, it seems like the only thing that's covering the left-hand side is just a lone MG squad.
Yeah.
Just by himself. Two men by themselves in the woods.
They are
That
very
sounds like...
brave.
What's that?
They are very brave.
Well, by themselves. Don't you think they get a little bit lonely, maybe?
I don't know. Maybe we should send them a few women's.
Well, at least they have each other.
Oh my god.
Hey, I wasn't implying anything there, okay? Anyway.
Killed in the Wehrmacht for being gay.
Hey, I didn't say anything, right? Well, we've got the Stug. We've got a Stug out on the field. Sergej, how effective do you think a Stug is going to be?
Stark versus American infantry is pretty much like throwing feathers versus R.
I think that's a good analogy, why not? I don't know, well, the Stug isn't great against infantry, that's for sure. It will be okay against the M8 armored car, obviously you can counter that. The M8 against the Stug, no chance whatsoever, unless it actually got some armor shots on the back side of that Stug. But the Stug is just so notorious for being so hard to penetrate from the front, slanted armor and everything like that. I'm sure you remember from World of Tanks just how effective the Stug was, Sergej.
Oh, it was very nice.
Oh yeah, it was a beast of a tank. They couldn't even, nobody could take us on.
Sure.
Apart from the many times we were destroyed.
Remember the KV?
Well, I know, God, I really want to get back into World of Tanks, but it's not going to happen with a business model like they have. Well, major skirmish going down here, load of guys, but do we have a doctrinal choice by XCom? Yes, we do. His command points have been used up, and he's actually chosen the armor doctrine. Really, there is no things that are showing at the moment. However, we see the symbol on the bottom of the screen, which actually shows like an M10 in the midst of a sort of badge crown of leaves. That is the armor doctrine right there. Anything from the Wehrmacht at the moment?
Not yet. He hasn't chosen a doctrine yet. And yeah, his stock took a lot of damage. The MG is nearly dead. At least all the he's healing it. What about the front troops? They are placing down wire. Nice.
Under fire as well. That's kind of not a great idea in my opinion. I think it's just about anyone's opinion, really. Well, it seems like the Wehrmacht actually captured the right-hand side, but they're retreating now? They're actually retreating.
Yes, they
What?
are.
I can't believe this. They managed to actually counter them and chase the Americans entirely off, and one single rifleman squad chased away 3 squads. A single rifleman.
Yeah, he's locking him into the trap.
Yeah,
And he's gone for the trap.
it's one of those lure tactics.
Oh, grenade. Just took out
Killing
one man.
guy. One single guy.
It's awful. The grenadiers' grenades are so weak.
In comparison to the nuclear pineapple.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I definitely, I definitely agree with that. I don't know, well I said in my last cast that it might just be due to balances. Like, for example, the Americans actually have to upgrade for grenades, whilst the Grenadiers just get it right away. I don't know. Maybe that's
Yeah, maybe. Right there.
Well,
Could be the reason.
it doesn't really look like we're seeing much from the armored doctrine at the moment. How frustrating.
The enemy's after our victory point.
That's one of the things about the armored doctrine. As soon as you get it, you can't really do anything with it until you get to actual Calliopes or Pershings.
Yeah, White Flash Reborn has got the second stack now, and Veterancy 1 on the stacks.
Veterancy 1. I don't know. Veterancy 1 on your tanks or Veterancy for your infantry? Go. Which one do you think is better?
If you have more infantry, probably the infantry.
Yeah, you would think so. I personally, I don't know. I don't think the Veterancy on the Stugs is brilliant at this point in the game. I think he should really focus on Veterancy for the infantry. Just because there's bars out on the field, and every time he has guys against bars, he's just going to be shredded apart like paper. It's as simple as that. Whilst the Stugs, even without Veterancy, they'll be fine. They'll be okay. Don't worry about them. Well, you know, one thing I could really like to see from the Wehrmacht right now is probably a medic bunker.
I think he was placing down a bunker early in the game, but it got destroyed by the Americans.
Oh, I see it. I see the wreck, the remains of it. Why doesn't he get down another one?
Don't know.
Well, he should.
He got Veterancy 1 now for the infantry, so...
Well, does he have a lot of munitions, or...?
Just 55, and he's getting 43 per minute.
Why is he so low on munitions? I don't understand this.
Maybe he's
The
spending
American-
it on all this Panzerfaust and Panzerschreck.
I think that's probably it. Well, let's see. The Americans have 259 munitions. They've also just unlocked Allied War Machine, meaning they are going along the right-hand side of the armor doctrine. So that means the next thing they get is the Calliope. Calliope. If the bars were not bad enough against the Volksgrenadiers, I think a few shooting stars, a few rockets would just make their day a lot worse.
White Flash Reborn has got a Nebelwerfer now.
Oh yeah, I was seeing some of those rockets landing on the ground there.
One of our forward emplacements.
Nebelwerfer. I don't know. I think the Nebelwerfer should be... I'm not sure if it's actually an appropriate thing to go for at this point. Just because the Americans are really, really mobile. They're moving about all the time.
Yep.
So...
maybe he's desperate.
God, I don't know.
How to counter all of this infantry and the anti-tank guns. I think the anti-tank guns are really a problem for him because he can't move in with his stack. They are just standing around on the left-hand side.
I know, the Stugs haven't even done anything. Oh no! The lone MG squad is dead! No! They died together!
Maybe they ran away.
I think they died from loneliness, you know.
Maybe they are in this building now together.
Oh god. And they're just they're very anonymous as you can see.
They're
the building
playing
is-
poker, goddammit.
Yeah, that's of course. I wasn't suggesting anything. Well, it seems like the pioneers have been joining them in there, and the MG42 is actually captured by the Americans. So gonna be using their own weapons against the Wehrmacht. So good. Whilst the complete southern side is barbed wire off. Nice. Well, I think that's all the Wehrmacht can really do, to be honest. In a game like this, where you're versing such mobile opponents, the Americans, I think all you can really do is at least try to limit it as much as possible. Put down some wire everywhere.
Tank traps would be good against all these M8s, or at least mines. And there is one stuck down.
Oh god. Oh man. Obviously not really paying attention to that Stug there, just staying still, just taking those shots, thinking that he could survive that. Well, that other Stug is quite badly damaged at the moment. Definitely needs to get repaired. Right hand side looks okay. Just gonna be defending it with an MG42. The Americans, well, they've got a WSC now. And they actually produced, I believe, their first sniper. Yeah, they've got the first sniper, so they've back-teched down to WSC, and now that sniper is going to be wearing away at these grenadiers. Now,
Grenadiers are moving in for a grenade and retreat.
and
without doing
taking
anything.
damage. quite a pointless maneuver again. Those snipers, I think, are going to be a brilliant idea, especially when the Grenadiers get to Veteran C2. They get that elite armor, and so they take less damage from bullet fire. Now, that would obviously be negated if you got a sniper who instant kills them anyway, so that would sort of circumvent that actual elite armor, and there you go. So snipers back-teching, kind of a good idea.
White Flash Reborn got his second Nebelwerfer now. Why ever?
Well, obviously to, God knows, maybe to help defend these lone Volks Grenadiers. Oh God, by themselves here, throwing off one Panzerfaust. Oh jeez, what? I don't think that was a great idea. Trying to throw off a Panzerfaust and taking all that bullet fire. Ooh.
And he lost control on the right hand side as well. His own MG42 is shooting him down. That's sad.
God. Well, at least the center's seeing no action.
Because there's barbed wire everywhere.
Because the center has no point to it. Look at it, it's only +5/+5 munitions. There's really nothing to gain from that area. All the important stuff, you've got +10 medium munitions, that's both of those points combined basically on each side. And you've also got an extra fuel. Yeah, it's a lot more important fighting for those sides.
But it's all about glory in the center, goddammit.
I don't know, like, I've got this actually really good idea. Like, why don't they come in from the center and blow a hole through the hedge? From the hedges, like right in the center of that American base. Blow a hole through the hedge and then start attacking their base.
Huh, don't know.
Well, it's always an idea, but who knows?
Anyways, White Flash Reborn's getting his Panzer Kommandantur now. Panzer Depot.
Oh, Panzer Command.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a little bit strange in a 1v1, all 4 buildings.
That is very strange. Usually people like to complement their builds with their doctrines. So a lot of people, for example, might go for T3, stop there, and go for Blitzkrieg and get Stormtroopers, for example. Interesting. Has he gone for any doctrinal choice yet?
No, but he is getting Knight Cross holders now. Why ever?
Killed in action.
I suppose he's just trying to be different. Now this is, I always love this animation. Whenever there's a Panzer command, it's actually building something. You can see the mechanics, all the sparks flying in there, and then all of a sudden, a Knight's Cross holder comes out. So obviously the Knight's Cross holders are like mechanic robots. They are like the T-3000, the actual Terminators.
Yeah, as you said, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I know, what these Americans need is Arnold Schwarzenegger to be on the field and to take on those T-34, those actual Terminators that are going to be coming out. Well, there you go, that's the first Knight's Cross out. Yeah, Knight's Cross holders are actually quite a unique infantry. They've got heroic armor on them, which actually makes them very hard to kill, not only from everything, but also from sniper fire. So what you'll see with a lot of snipers is that they actually have to shoot about 2 times to actually kill one single Knight's Cross.
Yeah, but they get a lot of XP for it if they kill one.
Oh yeah, definitely. Now that's 2 Knight's Cross holders right there, and he's gonna be building another one, is he?
Yes, he is. He's building the third squad now.
Do you know where he's getting the manpower from?
Yeah, he's... Oh my gosh, he's just getting 97 manpower per minute. That's absolutely nothing. That's
Sergej, he's got Blitzkrieg, that's why.
I wanted to say that right now.
Go!
You said it, now the joke is over.
There was no joke, go!
Of course there was!
No, there wasn't, go!
Oh, this Knight's Cross holders get shredded away by this MG and the snipers.
Oh god. They don't have to really worry about snipers, they'll just take damage from that, but look at that, they're getting shredded by the MG42. That Wehrmacht MG42 is really just... Oh god! They're trying to throw down a Panzerfaust, instead they're ripped apart. 2 squads.
There's 2 squads gone.
could you imagine how it'd be like in World War II if you had 2 squads of Knights Crossholders, however fictional they are, and just dying? I think you'd probably lose a lot of morale.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, he got that Blitzkrieg doctrine as we saw, and he had that manpower blitz. So that manpower blitz actually cuts your income rate severely, very, very much. That's why they only had plus 95 in total there.
But you get 900 manpower from it.
Yeah, 900. You get 900 manpower, but I wonder if it's actually beneficial over time. Like, do you think actually in the 3 minutes that would account to 900 manpower? Say, for example, that was lost because it's cut in half. I don't know. Who knows? I gotta do the math. Well, it seems like the Wehrmacht are getting back in the race, and Sergej, I see a bunch of shooting stars flying across the map, and all these comets are creating massive craters everywhere.
Yeah, it seems like the Calliope is on the field.
Indeed, it is the Calliope coming out from the armor doctrine, and I like to call those rockets shooting stars because they just seem like shooting stars. Right, so that Calliope is out in the field, and it's going to be putting the pain in the behind of these Wehrmacht players. That Stug is taking some massive damage there.
Looks bad for the Stug.
Oh god. Damaged engine. Really badly damaged. Come on, get in there, you Knights Crossholders! Save the day! Get in there, you Terminators!
Get in there, Arnold!
Surely one of those riflemen in there was Arnold Schwarzenegger. They managed to chase away those Knights Cross.
And there the Stug goes. Bye, dear Stug.
Despite how it's going to be rolling about into its oblivion, the MG42 guy on top is still firing away. I find that hilarious, just the fact that he stays in this out-of-control vehicle and just lets himself die.
But he killed one of the American riflemans. Well, so...
at least he died with honor. Well, seems like the Americans are just trying to get the center at the moment. They've already got the right-hand side all the way up to the Wehrmacht base, and they're trying to capture the center. They still got that Calliope right in the backs. There you go. It's a way to fire. It's a big organ gun. There you go. And there goes the flying comets right on top of the naval Werfers.
Oh yeah. I hate Calliope when I'm in the game. It's very annoying.
Calliope's... oh god. You know, an individual rocket from a Calliope is really not that bad. But when you've got freaking 20 or so of them flying at you, just... It's horrible. A good analogy is imagine a bee. One bee is okay, now imagine a hive on you.
And there he gets the first Panzer IV.
Oh. First Panzer IV out on the field. Well, I don't know, I think the Panzer IV would have been a better thing to go for than the Knights Crossholders.
Yeah, but he has not that much fuel. That's why he built the Knights Crossholders first.
The enemy stands at
And his infantry is just standing around in his base, chilling out, having a good time.
Obviously having a few sauerkraut sandwiches. Well, that Knights Crossholder managed to tear apart a retreating rifleman squad. And where's that Panzer IV? Come on, you Panzer IV, get on the field.
He's attacking on the right-hand side now, I think, together with one Volksgrenadier squad and Panzergrenadier squad.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, the
Calliope
Calliope is shredding the base and the hatches.
These grenadiers really don't mind the fact that everything is blowing up around them. It's just another day in the fight for Germany.
In the end fight, yeah.
We're losing ground
Well,
out there.
quite a few casualties on the field. We have an empty AT gun in the center along with that MG42. Taken out by a naval Werfer, obviously. Well, looks like we've also got 2 Calliopes out on the field as well by XCom, so he's going right on up for that heavy artillery fire. And as you guys can see, they can only call out a maximum of 2 Calliopes. So no more. Otherwise, that would just be the end of worlds. That would be the apocalypse day if there's more than 2 Calliopes. He's also moving along the left-hand side on the doctrine now, and he is going to be going for that Pershing, no doubt. Well, just a few AT guns in the center. What can the Wehrmacht even do now?
Yeah, his problem with the sniper, they are really ripping apart his Panzer Grenadiers. You really should.
I like how he's just not even bothering to even try and kill those snipers, though. Oh! Calliope almost killing one of those snipers there. Oh god. Brutal. Brutal snipers. I think they really got to focus on trying to take out these snipers. They're racking up the kills. One of them Veterancy 1, the other's Veterancy 2. Good choice for XCOM to be retreating from that. He obviously knew that a Nebelwerfer, you can hear that infamous Zhu sound from the Nebelwerfers, and he was obviously predicting that was coming on top of those snipers over there. Well,
actually, I think you can see it through the fog of war.
Well, I suppose you could play this game panoramically, but you'd probably lose.
Yeah, but you wouldn't know where they are.
I suppose you could always do that. By the time you'd actually see them coming, they'd already be crashing at you.
And White Flash got another Panzer IV in German.
Panzer IVs, so 2 Panzer IVs out on the field. I love them. I personally love Panzer IVs more so than Ostwinds, more so than Panthers. I just think they're such a well-balanced, all-around great tank. They're great against infantry, they're great against tanks. Obviously not as good as the specialized roles of the Ostwind and the Panther, but they're still just, they're perfect. They're quite cheap as well.
They were the most built tank in the German army in World War II.
Oh. Well, only because they were so good, right?
I don't know. I mean, they were good against nearly anything till the Russians got their T-34.
Oh.
And the Americans got their Sherman.
Oh.
So
well, a Panzer IV is basically like a Sherman. I suppose they're both head-at-head, really.
no, I think the Sherman is a little bit better because its armor is better.
Well, the front armor anyway.
And you know, this is not the normal Panzer IV, it's the Panzer IV AH? No, I think... I don't know.
Come on, use your World of Tanks. Remember your World of Tanks.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I think it's H. The Panzer IV H.
Well, we've got a big alphabet. There's 25 letters or something in the alphabet. It's surely one of them.
Yeah, it's one of the latest versions.
Alright.
Was nothing against all these allied tanks. It was just infantry support. It's the one the Panzer Elite has.
Yeah, the other Panzer IV. The one with the really short nozzle.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think it's still a great tank anyway.
It was.
Well, unfortunately, they could not give it 10 meters of thick armor. It looks like this Panzer IV is going to be taking a lot of damage. He's retreating. His other brother Panzer IV was destroyed.
And there's another Calliope shot.
God, these Calliopes are just so annoying. It's always so hard to take on Calliopes as well because they're always at the back.
Both snipers killed 11 people now.
Lots of kills on the snipers. They're doing a good job. I don't know. I think personally they should get like a motorcycle, just maybe a single motorcycle, to just chase down those snipers. I mean, usually those snipers are traveling in a pack together and by themselves with no support.
I don't know. These snipers are always covered up by M8 and anti-tank guns.
Right now they're okay. But anti-tank guns have a really hard time at actually shooting or hitting motorcycles just because motorcycles are so evasive. Well, there you go. A bunch of Nebelwerfer flames, incendiary, burning the ground. we've got the Wehrmacht with the Panzer IV back up the health, but these Calliopes are already putting the dent back into them.
Yeah, the
Oh god.
Panzer IV could really need the third veteran C, so he gets the extra armor.
Oh yeah, he
Enemy
definitely
unit
could use
down.
something like that. Whether he's gonna get that or not, I don't know. How much fuel does the Wehrmacht have?
63, and now he's building another Knights Crossholder squad and another Panzer IV in the field.
What is that? A blitz? Another manpower blitz.
Yes. He got
Hmm.
another manpower blitz and has still 590 manpower left.
He's really trying to put in the pain. Well, I don't know. Usually when I use manpower blitz, I like to just spam a few stugs. A few stugs out of the not stugs, sorry, the stu out of the blitzkrieg doctrine, because they're only 600 manpower, and usually you have some floating about. So call on that manpower blitz, and then bam, you got 2 stus. Whether that's correct to use right now,
Yeah, I think so. In bigger group, they are very effective.
Oh yeah, they're amazing. They're artillery shells.
I mean, you
devastating.
can you can kill the enemy base instantly.
You know, I think that's actually a brilliant idea. Can you imagine that? Like, look at the field right now. Say if he could hold on to fighting right here in the center with his knights crossing that, and say if he went along the left-hand side with 2 stus, because there's nothing defending it. There's literally nothing at the moment defending it. Even if he went on the far right side and straight into the base, 2 stus would just destroy everything immediately.
Yep.
Oh
But
god,
you
that
didn't
would
get any stews.
that would be amazing. But probably not gonna happen. I don't think he recognizes that.
But he got the third Panzer IV now.
Well, if we're looking at the points, Sergej, it's 75 points for the Americans, 205 for the Wehrmacht. So it seems like White Flash at the moment is actually winning. He's actually winning in his own map.
Whoa!
Yay!
How can this happen? I mean,
Well.
it's obviously because he's a German.
Not. Well, we've also got max population cap for the Americans, 60 out of 60. Calliope is just devastating this field. God. You know, I think with all these Calliope barrages, what the Americans could really use back is just a taste of some annoying medicine and just 2 stus destroy their whole base.
Yep.
The Calliopes couldn't do anything.
Good. But
Look at this.
I think White Flash is just trying to get to win this by points now.
I think that's what he's doing. The Americans only down 57. He's trying to capture all the VPs and maintain them. Good thing is that he still has some infantry going about, so at least they're capturing points, strategic points and such.
And he got another sniper, I see.
What, the American?
Yeah.
Oh, so he does. He has 3 snipers out on the field.
Yep.
One of them, 16 kills, veterans is 2, the other 15, the other is 2. The newly born one is 2. Alright, so we've got 2 Panzer IVs just on the right-hand side of the base, and, well, they aren't any stus, Sergej, but they are going to be making themselves known. The riflemen need to at least try and take them on, prevent them from doing anything, because this is quite a big gap, a quite big opening for the Panzers to actually move in. Only thing that they really have to be afraid of is those Calliopes, though.
And there goes the Knight Crossholder. Rest in peace.
You mean the Terminator?
Yeah.
Well, those Panzer IVs are going in the base, and this is becoming a bit awkward. I wish they would go in a little bit farther into the base, but the only way that they can actually be defended, sort of. This is sort of awkward because the Calliopes have to actually fire on essentially their own base in order to take on those Panzers, and oh god.
There goes the German tank army.
Well, there goes the barracks and the MG emplacement as well. What did they ever do wrong? Well, that is the Panzer Force just about gone.
No, it's still alive.
Yeah, the sticky actually just destroying its engine. How does that make sense? It was immobilized and it has a destroyed engine. What's the difference?
I don't
Why
know
would it destroy its engine when it can't move anyway?
White Flash could build another tank. He could build a Panther if he would, if he wanted to. I mean, he has 120 fuel and 650 manpower now, but he isn't building anything.
Well, we've got a Panzer IV here who actually just killed the sniper in the center. He actually just crushed a sniper by running over him. He actually, the Panzer IV actually decamouflaged that sniper and actually crushed him. Surprising, surprising. So I suppose tanks can sort of be the anti-cloak unit as well if they get lucky. The other Panzer IV is still alive in the base. Oh my god, he's got a destroyed engine and oh wow, there comes the Pershing. The Pershing is on the field. That is the end of the armor doctrine. Good choice for that Pershing to actually destroy the Panzer IV instead of the AT gun. Now that Pershing has that veterancy, the plus 13. So just another kill could mean that he goes up to veterancy 1.
Why? He was building another Panzer IV and now cancelled it to build another Knight's Cross holder. Why?
I don't understand that. Yes, a Pershing has just come onto the field. How will we counter this? By building more Terminators. Of course. It only makes logical sense.
Oh my god, he can't believe he really can do this. One Panzer IV versus the Pershing. He can't even damage him.
Come on! Come on!
Like they would say in World of Tanks, we just tanked them!
We just dinged them! Oh god, that...
Oh, that looks so bad for the Panzer IV.
We just dinged him. Again. And again. Well, surprisingly, he's actually done a little bit of damage to the Pershing. But there's a huge cut difference between the Pershing's damage and the Panzer IV's damage. Oh gosh, that Panzer IV is about to see the end of days.
Oh gosh, it will never die!
No, never!
Oh my gosh.
This Panzer IV is really just
White
trying
Flash
to
is
hang
losing all his buildings and his Nebelwerfers, but now he's building a Panther.
Well, it's better now than later.
Enemy is down to 100.
Why am I saying Panther? It's Panther.
Panther?
Panther.
Is it? You sound,
there's
make it
the
sound like
Pershing.
Panda.
And there's the Panther coming out.
There we go.
But I don't think he has a chance versus Pershing on his own.
Well, we'll have to see. What kind of manpower does
720. But he isn't calling it. Oh, he's waiting for his Tiger. He just needs one more millimeter. And
Unit down.
come on, call it in. He needs 10 more manpower to call in the Tiger. There it comes.
Oh, there we go.
5 is on the field.
Sergej, do you notice how the Tiger looks a little bit different?
Yeah, it's the 205 of Voss.
That is, if you guys don't know, that is the one, the Tiger, that is unlocked if you beat the Tank Ace campaign.
Battle is ours.
So that is the different skin on it. I actually like it. It's a pretty cool skin. Well, so the the Pershing is taking quite a bit of flak here. But even if it gets destroyed, the American has about 800 manpower saved up, so he can instantly call on another one if he wanted to.
That would be the death of the German player.
Many times over, I believe.
The victory points.
Oh, just the victory points. 45 for the Americans, 26 for the Wehrmacht, and just counting. The Wehrmacht probably don't even have any infantry anymore. And now we just get to enjoy the inevitable destruction of the Wehrmacht player. Good game coming down from White Flash. And XCom as well. And also Snipe. Pioneer's instantly dead. Oh, poor
That's the end
Johan.
of all hope of the German player.
Hey. That's pretty cool.
Was so close to victory.
It was so close to victory indeed. I'm just looking at this Pioneer. His helmet fell off his head, so you can actually see his bald skinhead. Cool. Well, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this replay. It was obviously the... Oh God, I forgot the name of the map. Kurland Pocket, I believe. And I will be linking you guys to this map, so you can download it if you want to. Obviously, you can only play it with other people who have downloaded it as well until this map actually comes out in the future. If it does, and I actually heard a few rumors going about that there will be another map contest quite shortly, so this one will most likely be entered into that, and we might see it on the 1v1 field. Maybe not an auto match or anything, or in that rotation, but at least in basic match. Along with a quick message to the last video I done about collaborations. A lot of you have been getting in contact with me. I've had a huge turnout of people wanting to do collaborations, and I am actually going to do a collaboration with each and every one of you. I will get to doing that with you in time as I go down the list. I've also got a few people who approached me from other casting channels who very big names. I'm not going to mention who, but very big names. You guys are going to be excited for that. You're going to love it. So anyway, guys, this is Krebs Coho and the Sergej, the German Chuck Norris, apparently.
Exactly.
And we will see you guys next time.